All right? At the last point, when you go up, you see the word 9/1899. All right? That's the date. After he's become the Savior of the world, it comes in 9/1899. Under that, you see 3/29/98. Now, when they focus in on the part where it says systems failure, remember when he's saying, I'm going to tell everybody who you are, I'm blowing this whole lid off. I wish I need to have the... Okay, just picture this. There are a series of all these numbers, and the camera is zooming in on one place that says systems failure. And right where the camera zooms in, it says 32998 0360. Right under 360, you see the word failure. Okay? Now, what is significant of 360 degrees? The circle, the cipher. All the brothers and sisters who are dealing with 7 know what I'm talking about. The cipher, the feminine principle, 360 degrees circle of knowledge, this paradigm, this reality, it has right underneath it, failure. Now, the first date was 2/1998, and I'm going to close this out to start the questions. The first date, 2/1998. The last date they flashed up was 9/1899. You subtract it, reverse it, subtract, it comes out 7/01/01. So I'm saying this to you, beloved brothers and sisters, today in 1999, the year of the lie. July 1st, 2001. Check for that date. If you have a calendar that shoots you forward that far, check the date, because again, the first number given, 2/1998, the last number given, 9/1899, you subtract the one from the other, you get 7/01/01. So the date, July 1st, 2001, is going to be a serious date. Why? Simply because that's the time when the Illuminati was supposed to, actually hold the elections. That's the time of beneficence. But they moved the elections to November, so they put you under the sign of Scorpio so that only your emotions deal now. That's why you don't elect anybody. You essentially choose somebody who seems to look good on television. You deal with your emotions, whereas you would have dealt with your heart, with your empathy if you were voting under another sign. So they moved it over to November purposefully. Now, July is a time when it's supposed to be Independence Day. Something is getting ready to fall. They look for cosmological phenomenon, look for earth changes or phenomenons, look for wars, look for certain stuff, or look for the second coming. I don't give a shit. But that date is significant in some way, huh? It's a Sunday? Oh, great. First day of the month. All right, so like I said, you look forward, whatever's going on. If you have an ephemeris or a calendar that tells you what is in conjunction, what planets are going on, what's going on there, check with your what do you call those places, observatories, to see what star systems are coming into play at that time. All right? And with that, remember it says 3/29/98. Systems, right underneath that word, systems in the movie, it says 3/29/98. You should go back and find out what happened at that date. And right under the number 360 degrees says failure. Now with that, I did not want to get too deeply into it, because for what I needed to say about Matrix, I had to show you. There were certain symbols and things inside of there that I'm just talking on the top of my head, so I just ran it down. Maybe we're going to go into part 2, and then we can deal with that from there. At this point right now, I'll close down the dissertation and open the floor for questions. Thank you. You can step up on the questions. Any questions about anything you want to do with health, consciousness, whatever it is. And who gives a royal? We're going to go past that. We're going to put our own presidency up.
Yeah. Actually, for the Matrix, there was, I wanted to see, you opened up a book, and the beginning scenes, and I'm wondering if you knew what the title of that book was.
Yeah, I was trying to find that title. He shot that by so fast. It said something to do with morphium something. I guess the change of time, or time change, something like that. But he kept all of his little contraband inside of this book.
The title of the book says he had the
Yeah.
synchronicity and simulation.
Okay, symbolicum. Okay, synchronicity and symbol. Oh, great. Thank you for me. Yeah, that's serious. Synchronicity and symbol. Well, all of life is a symbol. A tree is a symbol. It's just dealing with a dynamic, an expression dynamic of the planet. The tree is the nerves of the planet. Hey, beloved. Peace.
I just had a question because you said July 1st,
Mm-hmm.
2001. I've been doing some study about May 5th, 2000,
Mm-hmm.
planetary alignment.
Right.
Touch based on that, and, the possibility of what may happen.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. Well, May 5th, 2000 has been this date that has been blown up based upon what the Kemetic calendar, quiet as it's kept. They're dealing with a Kemetic calendar for an alignment, a planetary alignment, a Sirius alignment, and an Orion alignment with the Great Pyramids. Now, the Great Pyramids, if essentially you see the alignment of the Queen's Chamber and the King's Chamber, they're aligned specifically to Orion and to Sirius and Reticuli. Which one? Reticuli or I forgot the other. But I'm gonna do something on the Great Pyramids also. But Orion and the Sirius star system during that time, May 5th, quote unquote, 2000. There is an alignment. Remember, they're not using our calendar. The calendar you're using is screwed up. This Gregorian crap that we're going through is a convolution of Christianity. It was set up around some pope saying, Constantine and the rest of them saying, yo, this is year one. I mean, we've been here how long? 175,000 years. They want to start year one around their conquest. But again, remember that the Gregorian calendar and what you're dealing with is not the calendar that they're using in order to deal with earth-based changes and phenomenon. They're giving you that date to coincide with the reality zone that you're functioning in. But they're dealing with a whole other calendar, cosmological, sidereal, extraplanetary calendar that has nothing to do with your reality. So the May 5th, 2000 is an artificial date. We're already in the actually energy dynamic for that May 5th, 2000 situation. Long before that. We hit that long before time. Yeah. Yes, bro.
Yes, I want to ask you about cellular phones, since many of us use cellular phones. Can you give me a little in-depth history on that?
Okay, the cellular phone has an output, a frequency output that interferes with certain electrical impulses, neuronal impulses. What it does is the low frequency waves and pulses it gives off causes you to become hyper. You pick up and you speak faster, you think clearer. But what it does is it artificially rushes certain cells through the brain at a faster pace based upon the input of that electrical pulse in the brain. It forces your brain to work faster. But it also kills cells at a faster rate. All right? Because you think faster, you think clearer, you speak faster, but then it's just like anything that you agitate, anything that you invigorate, anything that you irritate, there is a sacrifice of cells for that higher performance. Okay, so be very mindful if you do have cellular cellular, but don't overuse them. Okay? Well, yeah, it can cause cancer if your body and your brain is functioning with a lot of filth. Your body will always defend itself from artificial or adverse waveforms. But if you do not take care of the body so that it can, yes, it may bypass the defenses that you do have and cause problems in the long run. Okay? Yes, sister. That's a boo.
How does the medical system's treatment of cancer with radiation and chemotherapy, how does that relate to what you were saying about the genetic engineering of people that they're doing, how it affects us?
That's a very good question. Who we are at this time and how we have become, I guess, again, medical science has been functioning for how long? About 150, 200 years? And they have essentially terraformed us to the point where we now function based upon how our people have degenerated over those 200 years. So diseases that we have today are actually the deteriorated health that we have. So they keep redefining health according to the amount of diseases that come up as a result of medical science. So medical science keeps redefining health.